Hi, my name is Kate. Welcome to my channel, and this is my review of T.L. Smith's Anguished. This is the second book from Crimson Elite series. It's a little bit dark romance, and the genre is adult contemporary. So basically, the main characters were Echo and Storm. This is a short duet narration. It's only like around 5 hours, but that's because my speed is in 1.2 because I like the story very much. And the background, let me give you a background of the characters before I speak about them. So Storm, she is a strong, empowered woman who is the editor-in-chief of a famous magazine in the city. She was from a small town but has an ex in there whose name is Matthew, who cheated on her. And so she went alone to the city to live alone and move on with her life and be successful, which is shown through her career path or career progress. The other main character is Echo. This is the second book of Crimson Elite, and he is the main character. Echo was from an awful family. He has a twin brother, Mike, who is a lawyer, who is apparently jealous of Echo, but Echo thinks that um, he despises him. Echo feels like a garbage in front of his family because they always favor Mike. And Echo has an ex-girlfriend for 5 years, Selena, who ends up being engaged and married to his brother Mike. But there's a lot of plot twists that happen in there. So right now, basically, Echo is living into Creed's mom. Creed is the first book on this series, and they had their own story. The previous review is on the other video. So what happened is that he went into a family Christmas gathering where he was treated like a garbage by his own family, and Selena, his ex-girlfriend, was there, and things hit up and they fought, and there was a gun shot into his face. And so he left the place and told his friends Creed, Falcon, and Darby what happened with the family gathering, and they made a joke about it of silencing his twin brother Mike forever. But he still love him because he's still brother, although he despised them a lot. So Storm and Echo are both hopeless romantic who wants to have like a stable relationship, and they meet together accidentally in a bar where they are partying. So Echo is with his friends, but he's not feeling it because of the hatred he's feeling toward his ex-girlfriend and his twin brother. And Storm was also trying to get a new relationship. So they met in a bar and they call each other, because Echo is blonde, she called him Blondie, and because she has a red hair, Echo called her Red. They immediately like had a chemistry. They went to a dark room in the bar, they made up, and then had eventually do the deed. And she dropped her driver's license. She did not tell him any information about her, even her own name. But Echo got his driver's license, and then he started to send her flowers to show the grand gesture, and even went into the office. However, she see him as 10, perfect 10, like the dream guy. And while they work through their relationship of having one night stand, well, actually multiple night stand, it's just casual hookup. She one time was doing the deed with him in the kitchen of his house, and Selena knocked on the door. They met, and then Selena treated Red like a garbage, and then Echo invited her, Red, into the wedding of his brother, but she did not know that it was Selena, the ex that she just met, will be the wife or the bride. And so on the wedding day, Selena was acting up. She was jealous. She wants to have Echo, but Echo is now like starting to get the feeling that she never really loved her. She's just the constant woman or a constant person who was there for him while his family treated him like garbage, and that's why he thinks that he loves her. And so Selena called her on the table, called Echo on the table. They went to the private room where Selena kissed Echo, Mike, the groom, and Echo's twin brother, and Storm saw that they are kissing, but the truth is, it was only Selena who's trying to kiss Echo, and Echo did not even kiss her. After that, Storm was very broken-hearted despite her on the outside showing no interest to Echo, but deep inside she is catching feelings for him but does not like it because he's a 10, he's a perfect 10 and scared to be in a relationship with. And so she went back to the small town, she got drunk, called Echo, and then Echo came and they still fought. Echo left and then Echo was mopping, and then Tracy, the sister of Falcon, is working in the magazine of Storm. So she is like employer and Storm was the boss, and she was like the wingman of Echo where they are fighting. But unfortunately, Selena went to Storm's office. They confronted her, and Tracy called Echo and said, "Your ex, Selena, your brother's wife is here, contacting and talking to Storm." So he went in there, and then they had a fight, Selena and Echo. But Selena is like still in love with Echo, but Echo doesn't like show him love anymore, and so she left. And then Echo tried to catch a storm, but Storm said leave, and then Tracy asked Echo to leave so that Storm can have space. And after that, they went to the party of Tracy. They met again, and then they talk, and too much spoiler now. And they talk, and it was actually a happy ending. And yeah, the rating for the story for me is 5, and the spice is 4. It was actually a perfect story for me because Storm, her character development from living alone in the city, being like the serious grumpy boss in the office, turns out to have friend like Tracy and the people in the office. When Echo started to go into her office, became more comfortable with her. She's no longer the grumpy boss. She is no longer like isolated and all. She is no longer like the serious one who got broken hearted. So I love her character development. Echo, I also love his character development from being moppy, hateful, and just vengeful to his family. He grew up and matured and realized that he really didn't love Selena. It was after the shooting incident of Mike that he found out that they are really like, she's just the constant thing, that she was never really the love of his life. Because in the hospital, Storm came to talk to Echo, and even though Selena's there, there's still like a bond between them. And actually that's how they got together, because Mike was shot. Mike apologized to Echo, Echo apologized to her. They talk about Selena, and then Mike decided to divorce Selena. And oh my god, that's another spoiler. And yeah, so I like that. I also like how Mike like take ownership that he admitted he was jealous of Echo because Echo had everything. And I also like how his family finally decided to look into Echo, and even his mom finally went into his place and found out that he is successful and rich. I really like that a lot. What I didn't like is Selena. She is so full of herself. She is annoying. She basically lied between two brothers. She used them for attention and money and everything. And I didn't like how she treated Storm like she is a SLUT despite her being a boss. But she is just awful person, terrible person. But she's the villain, so I perfectly understand that. I do highly recommend this book. I've never thought in my entire life that I will find perfect female character. So this is now the second female lead that I like. The first book, which is Alicia/L, and then this one, Storm. She wasn't like the typical girl who is poor. She was the girl who is the editor-in-chief, knows what she wants, and unproblematic. She immediately confronted Echo and said, "I want a relationship and not complications. I really like that a lot, and that is why if you have the time, please download this Audible book of T.L. Smith. It's free on Audible, and I highly recommend it. It's a fast, good, feel good book. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you really enjoy this book as much as I love it. You will enjoy the voices, especially when they say echo. Anyway, that would be all. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next video, and please like and subscribe. Bye!